Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the ARC. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Welcome to the ARC, at least virtually, although we do have a very small audience in the house. We have some corporate friends with us this evening. My name is Allison Reed. I am the house manager at the ARC, and I'm so thrilled to have you join us. Tonight with us is David Barrett. He is a longtime friend of the ARC and one of our favorites, and Brian Brill is playing with him, and he will tell you a little bit, David will tell you a little bit about Brian. And it's going to be a wonderful night of music. So thank you again for joining us. We do have a plan now to come back in person with audiences. I won't tell you about it right now, but if you take a look at our website, you'll start to get a feel for that. And in the meantime, we will keep doing these family room shows. I want to thank our volunteers who, of course, have not been able to do anything with us for more than a year. And we want to thank our members, and we want to thank all of our corporate friends. The continuing support of corporate friends and members and everyone who supports the ARC through this pandemic year has been phenomenal, and we really appreciate that. That's what I have for you. I would say do what you can to eliminate distractions and give yourself the chance to really get lost in this music. That's the listening environment that we try to create at the ARC, and we want you to be at the ARC tonight, even though you're sitting wherever you're sitting and we are playing for you. So again, thanks folks for being here. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great show. David Barrett, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. A small but adoring audience here. I'm David, and this is Brian, my friend. We're awful glad to be here and support the ARC. For what it's worth, all proceeds from playing here tonight go to the ARC, not to Brian or myself. We're doing it because we love this place, and we are grateful that we get to live in a town that has it. Brian, by the way, is a magnificent piano player, and I talked him into coming and helping me relearn a bunch of songs that I wrote many years ago, but we both decided that we were going to leave behind our depressing songs and do more glad songs, simply because we're coming out of the COVID, and we were thinking about the appropriate song that would be just right, which is one by George Harrison, and that's how we feel about where we are. Summer's coming on in downtown Ann Arbor, and the ARC will be revved up, and so here's one called Here Comes the Sun. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. I said, it's all right. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. I said, it's all right. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Little darling, I feel the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. I said, it's all right. cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Thank you. Doesn't that song make you feel better? Yeah, sure. On our set list here, we have, I put a title over. These are 3 songs I wrote back to back during the pandemic. And so we're trying them out on you. Let's do Ella. Okay. Here's a little children's song called Ella on the Swing. Sometimes when I close my eyes, I see everything. There she is in a perfect arc, Ella on the swing. There she is going back and forth, hear her young voice sing. Little song that's in the air, Ella on the swing. Ella on the swing, my friend, in a perfect arc. Take the sunshine while you can, before the night grows dark. Old folks are too serious, they spoil everything. Let the good times ramp along, Ella on a swing. Ella on a swing, my friend, in a perfect arc. Take the sunshine while you can, before the night grows dark. When I cross the river wide, my soul on the wing, gonna keep this dream alive, Ella on the swing. Gonna keep this dream alive, Ella on the swing. Such a simple thing, Ella on a swing. Thank you very much. That's Ella on a swing. Well, let's do, Bri, you want to do, what kind of music? We have an audience, so we always want to not forget about you and the audience in TV land and laptop land. What sort of music do you guys like? What's that?
A little bit of everything.
All right.
I just saw John Prine's poster out in the hall.
Okay.
I don't know much about his work, but a little bit I've heard is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, he's great. I had the good fortune of doing a show with John Prine, and he was American treasure, simple as that. Well, here we go. Back to this quick-moving show, of ours. We'll do a song here called This Crooked Road, which is another pandemic song. It was written during the pandemic, and so... This crooked road, this road I'm on, where I'm headed, where I've gone, I'll keep walking, my feet upon this crooked road, I'm going home. Ooh. Feel like an orphan on a rainy day. A pilgrim's progress, maybe hard to say. Packing my bags, I'm on my way. On this crooked road, I'm going home. One day it'll be easy, a road so straight, right up to heaven. Honey, I can't wait. Don't mean no trouble, don't mean no hurt. Tricks up my sleeve, underneath my shirt. Come Judgment Day, I'll lose the dust and dirt. On this crooked road, I'm going home. One day it'll be easy, road so straight, right up to heaven. Honey, I can't wait. This crooked road, this road I'm on, is where I'm headed, where I've gone. I keep walking, my feet upon this crooked road, I'm going home. I'll keep walking, my feet upon this crooked road, I'm going home. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Beginning of a cult following right here. Thank you. Well, let's get funkier here, Brian. All right. We're going to do a John Prine version of a song I wrote. John Bryan was he started his own label called Oh Boy Records. I had a chance to do a couple of shows with him, and he was really a character. So he was telling the story that he was at a musical convention with music executives, and his little label was Oh Boy Records, so there he was. And so they asked him about his marketing plans. And he pulled out a CD and said, "You want to buy one?" Here's a song, another pandemic song grown out of the last year, and we're about done with this stuff, but it's called Porcupine. Held you close at the start, to my chest, to my heart, left my porcupine. Yeah, porcupine. The more I gave, the less I got. Love me some, then love me not. Cold and hot, porcupine. You broke my heart, guess it needed breaking, baby. Seems that's the only way I learn. And all that love, well, it feels mistaken in the night. Just ain't right. Broke my heart, guess it needed breaking, baby. Seems that's the only way I learn. And all that love, well, it feels forsaken in the night. Just ain't right. Same old story, I suppose. Takes the bloom right off the rose. So it goes. Porcupine. Yeah, porcupine. Take us home, Brian. Well, thank you, porcupine. Well, there we go. There we go. All right, let's try this one. An oldie, but a goodie. A bit of a cheerful road song. Generally, those are sad, sad affairs. Again, we're going to avoid Jackson Browne at all costs. Who I love his talent, but not tonight. That's it. Long distance line. Stranded in this airport. Need some sleep, I need to shave. Wild-eyed preacher hands out leaflets. He's looking for a soul to save. Oh, mister, got my own religion. Sold my soul to AT&T. They turned my money into minutes. Just like a miracle in Galilee. I call you to feel your flame, and I call you to hear my name, and I call you as I catch this plane, reaching out on this long distance line, long distance line. Well, that sounds as if I woke you. You're sleepy-eyed this time of night. You dream this conversation. You won't remember in the morning light. Still I hang my words on these wires. I have to do till I get home, till I fly back across these mountains, till I make it to the same time zone. I call you to feel your flame, and I call you to hear my name, and I call you as I board this plane, reaching out on this long distance line. Pilot tells us that Denver below looks so unreal from here. 10,000 city lights that flicker and glow gives this midnight ride some atmosphere. Surely loves this planet. That's why it circles up above, just like I circle round you, darling. I've got the phone bills to prove this love as I call you to feel your flame, and I call you to hear my name, and I call you as I leave this plane, reaching out on this long distance line. I'm reaching out on this long distance line. All right. Now, the Ann Arbor Tea, is that it? I'll do a shameless plug for you. Who support the ARC? Yes, you're a sponsor? Okay, good. You ever been to Big Rapids?
Yeah.
You have?
My mom's got a house up there.
Ah. Well, now I have to not say all the disparaging things about it.
It's okay, stuff.
No. Brian and many years ago, decades ago, lifetimes ago, we both shared a booking agent who put us into all sorts of awkward predicaments. And one of them was he he booked us into, or booked me as a solo, all by myself as a solo, into a motorcycle bar in Big Rapids. and so I and he didn't tell me. So the thought occurred to me that I might not make it out that night. And so I went back to the hotel room and thought, okay, if this is my last day on Earth, what would you like to play? And I thought, a little Bach and a little a little Beethoven and a little Bach. And I knew this is the motorcycle crowd; they would eat it up. Actually, they were pretty nice to me, but I worked out this little, I call it the Big Rapids medley, and I do Ode to Joy and Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring. Brian, thank you. Right, well, we have to retune here real quick, but we'll do some road song things. And Brian was on the road for quite some while, and I was as well. And when you travel a lot and you're playing date after date, there's a sort of pattern of things, and that is there are essentially three things that can go on after the show. two of them bad. You can finish your concert and then go down in your hotel room to the bar and make friends with all the wrong people. Or you can not do that and end up in your hotel room watching ESPN and wake up at 3 and realize you left it on and you knew, yeah. Or the third alternative is do something productive. And it's not as if I stumbled into the door number 3 early on in this. But I decided to start reading stuff instead of door number 1 or door number 2. So I've been told that people like to know where songs come from. So you're going to get this this story. So I decided to get into history, or actually I love history, and instead of just reading novels and so forth. So I picked up the 6th volume on Thomas Jefferson by a guy named Dumas Malone, a big academic guy. And so as it turns out, Jefferson lost his wife in his early 30s. And so for another 5 volumes, there's absolutely not a woman in it. And after I got done with it, I thought, this was, gosh, I'm guessing about the mid-'80s, early '90s, anyway. No, it was mid-'80s, it was. And so it always bugged me. I thought, wait a minute, now you telling me? I'm not buying it. So time goes on, and and in early '90s, the advent of genetic testing, and it turns out Thomas Jefferson, when they did some genetic testing, had Sally Hemings, who was a slave there at Monticello, and had several children with her. Even so, I still had no song ideas. Until Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. And then it all came together. I know what I'm going to do now. And I was so proud of myself. I thought, I just nailed this thing. So I took it to my publisher. Never forget, he actually was a Nashville publisher, which made no sense, but anyway. And I played it for him, and I was just so proud of myself. And he goes, David, why do you write songs like this? But I like it, I don't care. This is called Sally Hemings. She bore him a child, and there were more. She came to him black, came to him poor, husband and wife, master and slave. And they both took their secret to the grave. Well, they carved him in bronze and they carved him in stone. Ah, but he was just a man made of flesh and of bone. and she gave him her love when he came to her alone. Sally Hemings, Sally Hemings, a man of means, a man well bred, above reproach, so nothing was said. But on his farm, they all knew those children's eyes shone in Jefferson blue. Well, they carved him in bronze and they carved him in stone. Ah, but he was just a man made of flesh and of bone. And he spoke of ideals till he came to her alone. Sally Hemings, she might have loved him, this might be true. But after all, what could she do? What else could she do? History hides 1,000 sins written by the side that wins. They twist the truth, they twist today, but for a blue dress and a little DNA. Well, they'll carve him in bronze and they'll carve him in stone. Ah, but he is just a man made of flesh and of bone. And she gave him her love till he came to her alone. Like Sally Hemings, like Sally Hemings. David, why do you write songs like that? Well, I got a friend. How are we doing for? Oh, geez, we're zooming here. I got a friend who. He's so smart. It's just not fair. He's a brilliant scientist, doctor, scientist, PhD, NPR, RFM, just rattling off letters here. He's very smart. And so we went out to lunch, and or actually for dinner. It was for dinner. We went to the Chinese place, which is no longer there. And he was explaining to me, because he's a cutting-edge cancer specialist, he was explaining to me all that they were up to, and the mutations, and the zygotes, and the this and that, and he started talking about cloning, how we're going to get to cloning, which this was 10 years ago, so now we're pretty much there. And so he was explaining to me, and of course I had no idea what he was talking about, and I tried to pay attention, but it was way over my head. So I thought, well, I'm going to do what I know what to do, and wrote a song about cloning. It's called the Clone Song, entitled I'm Already Me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm already me. Why clone 2 or 3? Shake up the family tree. I'm already me. got my own DNA. Aim to keep it that way. I got here first, as you can see. I'm already me. When I die, I won't leave this world all by myself. Give me wings and I'll fly away, but please, with nobody else. Don't want to see me around. Every part of this old town. Turn the corner, there I'd be. I'm already me. Take it, Brian. Give me wings and I'll fly away, but please, with nobody else. Call me selfish, I don't care. I'll be here, you be there. I wasn't meant to be weird. I'm already me. Tell the scientist to let it be. I'm already me. Someone had to write it. Yeah, I'm going to put this down and go and play the piano for a moment. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to do that ending again.
You will.
All right. Let's do this. So I've known Brian for, gosh, Brian, it's getting near 40 years. Can you believe that? I know. Long time. And we get hired from time to time to score films, or actually documentaries, PBS stuff, generally. So often, well, not often, too often, you get halfway through the film and they run out of money. So you've written all this music, and then they're looking for sponsors. By the way, in the future, we're going to come to Ann Arbor Tea for sponsorship for these films. Okay, good. But we still have a lot of music, and I thought, well, you know, we started 2 films not too long ago, and both of them got bivouacked. So I'm going to play it from 2 different films, 2 different pieces. One called Springfield, which has nothing to do with the song that follows it, which was a film about the state of Michigan, and that didn't get made either. But that's okay, because I got to write this stuff, and one day, if we live long enough, those films will be made, and you'll hear them. Brian doing all the arrangements for the strings. So this is Springfield first. thank you. Let's see. It's a true story. I was in New York trying to get a publishing deal with Famous Music, and I was intimidated by being in New York City and feeling like Jethro Bodine goes to New York. And so it was a fancy office and expansive and so forth, and I played these songs. And so we were sitting there, and all of a sudden comes this older woman and barges in, actually, and begins hollering at this executive. It turns out it was the executive's mother who was mad at him, who worked for him. So there was a moment of silence after she left. She pretty much grabbed his ear, and it was fairly embarrassing, particularly when you're an executive in New York City. So we sat there in stunned silence, and I quietly excused myself. Pretty busy guy. But in the elevator on the way down, I got a song idea, and I'm going to play it for you right now. It's called "Mom, I Love You, But You're Fired." Mom, this is so hard to tell you. After all you've given to me, years of dedication, we practically built this company. But you've heard of downsizing, like when you shrunk my shirts. I made a decision, as much as it hurts. Mom, I love you, but you're fired. Yeah. Take a few minutes to collect your things. No, there's no need to hurry. Security will lead you out. Change the locks, don't worry. Well, it's a global market. Your job's overseas. It'll triple our profits. Wall Street is pleased. Mom, I love you. Yeah, you got it. You're taking this too personally. Can't we still be friends? You'll bounce back, I know you will. Did I mention you lost your pension? We'll grab your hat and coat over there. Be sure to say hi to Dad. Here's a few dollars for a taxi. Try not to look so sad. In time you see the wisdom of these cost-cutting moves. Some gotta win and some gotta lose. Mom, I love you like my BMW. Hey, Mom, I love you. Oh, yeah. Again, someone had to write it. I was going to do a depressing song, but I'm going to skip it because it's why do that? It's we're getting over COVID. Spring is here. Summer is around the bend, and well, I'll just trim this piano part of the show a little bit, but in my household, I've written a song. Some of you, you probably, well, I shouldn't say you know, but it's a song each March. CBS plays this song I wrote, and Brian played on it, all over it. Everything Brian plays on of mine, it generally turns out a lot better. And it's a song called One Shining Moment, and there's a long story behind it, and I'll save it, but worked out pretty well, and CBS has used it for 35 years, and the vocalist is Luther Vandross now, rest his soul, and around our house, my wife refers to it as the franchise. So let me play you the franchise, a song called One Shining Moment. You may be familiar with it, and it goes exactly like this. Ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star, and all the years no one knows just how hard you worked, but now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. One shining moment there frozen in time. But time is short, the road is long, the blinking of an eye, oh, that moment's gone when it's done. Win or lose, you always did your best. Inside you knew that one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. When it's done, win or lose, you always did your best, 'cause inside you knew that one shining moment you reached for the sky. One shining moment you knew. One shining moment you were willing to try. One shining moment you knew. Well, Brian, let's do a couple more. One, this is the part of the show when I plead with Joe, the engineer, to help me unplug this guitar and go over to this guitar. One song seems like a lot of work, but it's worth it, I hope. So, Joe, tell me when I can do that. Yes? Yes, okay. It's a lot of trouble, but hopefully it's worth it. I promised a friend of mine I'd play it, so I will, let alone Brian's lovely wife likes this one. And I wrote it 25 5 years ago, 20 years ago, I don't know, a while. And it's in tune. What do you know? And I'd totally forgotten about the song. And I was at a dinner party right before COVID struck. And boy, I can't wait till you don't have to wear those masks. Oh, gosh. So we're having dinner, and this young lady to my left started singing this song. And I thought, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. I wrote that song. How did you know that song? And she said, well, my dad used to play it when we drive up north every summer. To which I said, how did he get it? He bought your album. Oh, he was the one. Ah, okay. So I made it a point to try to relearn it. And with Brian's help, we'll do Seashells here. This, by the way, when I wrote this was my Nashville days. Imagine the incredulity of my publisher in Nashville, a great guy, loved country music, and I came in with a song. Why do you write songs like this, Dave? Why? Tell me. Seashells. Well, I went picking seashells. One reminded me of you. With your eyes of versatile silver, against the sea of turquoise blue. Well, I threw it in the ocean just to see what it would do. Sank right to the bottom, baby, just like me and you. Just like me and you. I came back a little later to find that seashell on the shore. Well, I guess it must have washed in at least 100 times before. It reminded me of us now, baby. I'm drawn back to your door, just like that old seashell. I'm drawn back to your door to lay upon your weather was getting warmer. I'm a-wondering if I'll get wet while my love for you grows stronger. Getting harder to forget. I'm a-thinking I'm a-diving, baby, but I can't decide yet. I'll keep picking seashells, watch the red sunset. I'll keep picking seashells, watch the red sunset. feel like summer? Yeah, that's why we played it. Well, I'm going to switch guitars, if that's okay. And we're going to, first of all, lots of stuff to say. First of all, thank you. Thank you all, four of you, and all of you in TV land. And I hope you know that, again, all proceeds go, whatever you, and they have what's called a tip jar, goes to the Ark, because this is the hippest place I know, and it's a great venue for making music. It's been here for forever. They've been in this location for, I guess, about 15 years, I'm just guessing. And I'd like to thank my friend Brian Brill, Western Michigan Bronco. Yay. And my friend.
I should know the theme song, but I don't.
I'd like to thank the Ark and Anya for inviting me, and my friend Will for making sense of it, Joe and all the guys who made this all happen, Corey and Kelsey and so on. So we're going to get out of this COVID officially, and next time I see you guys, because I'm going to stop into the Ann Arbor Tea, and you won't be wearing those masks anymore. No. And I thought it'd be right to end the evening with a song called The Grateful Life. I've seen my share of sorrow. I've seen my share of strife. Every morning I still wake up to live the grateful life. Troubles always are aplenty, and the heartache's always rife. With this fleeting time we're given, I'll live the grateful life. Sunshine, shadows, day turns to night. Time so precious, love turns to this world is just a sea of strangers. Their looks can cut you like a knife. Gonna keep my friends around me to live the grateful life. Sunshine, shadows, day turns to night. Time so restless, love turns to light. Turn around and we were lovers. Turn around then man and wife. Turn around, we'll teach our children to live the grateful life. We are left, teach our children, give them the grateful life. la 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 to live a grateful life. La 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 to live the grateful life. Thank you.
Thank you, The Ark.